Black Clover. What is this Black Clover movie, guys? I don't know what this Black Clover is. Let's talk about this Black Clover movie. Welcome to Mirror Domains for March 14th, 2022. We're going to be talking about this Black Clover movie first to figure out what this is. Okay, guys, it's a big headline that just came out last night, and I had to figure out what this Black Clover is, so let's just talk about it right away. Black Clover teaser trailer shares a first look at a new movie. So Black Clover is an anime movie, guys, and it's based off a series that was over in Japan, obviously. But let's just take a look at the synopsis for what this is, because people are wanting to know when this release date is for Black Clover. It's about Asta, a young boy born without any magic power. This is unknown to the world he lives in because everyone around him has some sort of magic power. Okay, so everybody but him has magic, but he doesn't have that. So that's an interesting twist for this Black Clover. And they also dropped a teaser for this that we will take a look at right now, because that's what I want to do. And I'm not going to watch all of it because it really is like a 20-second teaser. And actually, I don't even need the sound. Let's just play it because it's not much, guys. There's not much going on here. It's obviously in Japanese, but I like the animation style, and that caught my eye. That's why I wanted to say, hey, guys, check out this Black Clover thing, because if it's in a world of magic and it's about somebody who doesn't have magic, that's a really cool twist, and that's what this Black Clover is. So this series ended last year, and it's going to come out in 2023. Is when they're saying. The Black Clover movie is scheduled to be released in 2023. And I hope that gives you guys a little bit of insight as to what Black Clover is, because I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Guys, you're watching Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. As you know, we actually do talk about the movie news headlines here. And as you can see, we're a live daily show, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. And here are the topics for today. We just talked about what the Black Clover movie was. It's Monday. We're going to talk about the weekend box office. William Hurt passed over the weekend, and we'll do a small tribute to him. The Critics' Choice Awards was also yesterday. So was the BAFTAs, and Millie Bobby Brown. We got to talk about Millie Bobby Brown at the BAFTAs. Obi-Wan Inquisitors. What the heck? Some people are up in arms about that. Isn't everybody these days? Ant-Man 3 has the same visual effects as The Mandalorian. Cool. Sonic 2. The final trailer has been released, and it's confirmed, guys. Deadpool 3 is going to be directed by Sean Levy. He just directed Ryan Reynolds in The Adam Project that we did a watch-along for, and that's cool. Okay, so guys, this is a live show, as it looks like down there. It's 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. That's a new banner. Cool, eh? If you are here live, I'll always talk with you in the live chat in between stories. And if you're watching us afterwards, all of these topics can be found in time codes linked in the description and comments below. Okay, so let's see if that works. Okay, yeah, it does. There's the social media handles at Mirror Domains on all the big platforms. It should have been Instagram too, but I messed up signing on to that for some reason, and that got messed up. But don't worry about that. That's a long story. Okay, guys, it's Monday, so it's time for the weekend. The weekend box office report. Wait. All right. For the weekend box office report for March 11th to the 13th, 2022, number 1 was The Batman, number 2 was Uncharted, number 3 was BTS, Permission to Dance on Stage, Seoul live viewing, number 4 was Dog, and number 5 was Spider-Man No Way Home. Down in number 7 was Radhe Shyam, a movie out of India, Tollywood. It was a Telugu movie. We'll talk about that. But the top 5 numbers look like pretty standard. No big releases this week. No huge releases. Like this BTS Permission to Dance. I had to look that up. That's just kind of like a concert, and they filmed it, and that's what that is. BTS is like a Korean thing. Hey, we got Japanese, we got Korean going today. Oh, we got a little bit of some India movie. This is a foreign movie news day. The BAFTAs. Okay, so Batman, 66 million. Number 1. Okay, that's cool. Uncharted, 9.2. And this BTS movie, 6.8 million. Now, of course, all the younger crowds are going to like BTS, always. Dog, The movie is still hanging in there with 5.3 million. Spider-Man No Way Home, 4 million. And it's going to have no competition this week either, guys. X comes out this week, and I think that's the only big release. X, that lower budget throwback horror movie that sort of looks like Texas Chainsaw. But let's take a look at the Batman's numbers, because it's approaching $500 million, so that's good. Domestically, 238.5 million, internationally 224.7 million, and worldwide that takes us to 463.22. You know what, guys? It's already made its money back now. It's in the profit side now. And anybody who tells you differently, yeah, no, it is. It's definitely making money now. So it's going to have another couple weeks here before Morbius comes out, which we'll talk about later in the show. Morbius will be the only big thing that really takes it off. Maybe Lost City. Maybe Lost City will beat Batman, because Batman, those numbers, let's see, 66 million this week. And it's going to go down to about 30 million, maybe 35 million next week, because nothing else big comes out. And then when Lost City comes out, yeah, maybe Lost City will make 25 to 30 million. That's that Sandra Bullock action rom-com with Channing Tatum, who's also in Dog, by the way, right? Yeah, that's the only big competition, and I don't see these numbers changing around a lot. I wanted to talk about this Rade Shyam, because it is listed as 1.8 domestically. Now, that's only in North America, guys. It's obviously not posting the international numbers, which are the India numbers, which would be much, much higher than this. So, guys, don't think that Rade Shyam is a bomb. It's not. It's not going to be, because it's going to make lots of crore. So Rade Shyam has Prabhas in it. He's a big star over there. He was in a big, huge movie called Bahubali. And if you haven't watched that movie, guys, it's fantastic. And it's also got Pooja Hegde, who's, if you follow her on social media, she does a lot of cool stuff, like a lot of photo shoots and stuff that she's a dancer too, and it's awesome. Rade Shyam, though, I'm looking forward to that. Guys, if you want to go into looking at more nuance, more nuanced approach of these numbers, I always recommend go out and check Dan Murrow's page, because he crunches the numbers and looks at the nuance and gives you a little bit more detail than I possibly could. But those are the box office numbers for this weekend. We had to keep our eye on it to see what was going on there with that. And that's that. Okay, guys. This is a bit of a up and down day we're going to have here. It started off, okay, and it's going to go down a little bit, but I promise to bring it back up towards the end. Don't worry. Over the weekend, William Hurt passed on, and you'll recognize him once you see his face. And he was in the MCU as Thunderbolt Ross. Now, they say that he died of natural causes, but he was diagnosed with a cancer of some kind. But his family, he died peacefully among family and of natural causes. But I don't care about that. He was 71 years old, and we're going to take a bit of a time out here to take a look at the resume that this guy had. I just want to bring to your attention my two favorite movies that he was in, and the first one, let's start off with that, History of Violence, because he was nominated for this, right? And he won, I think. Did he win for this? I don't know, but he should. I think he did, didn't he? He's just like a small role in it, but man, he was fantastic in this. And it's about like this crime lord family, and they accuse this guy of being part of the family. And is he or isn't he? And it's kind of like cool, man. And it's definitely one of David Cronenberg's better films, for sure, because they all work together there. You can see them there, and Cronenberg is in the middle, and Viggo Mortensen. And I felt like I just wanted to celebrate some of the movies. We'll take a look at the IMDb here in a second. And this is a lesser known one that people will not know too much. Mr. Brooks, with Kevin Costner, Demi Moore, and Dane Cook, oddly enough. It's the kind of movie. Okay, if everybody was talking about American Psycho, about a serial killer, this is like the one that they should be talking about, because while Christian Bale was awesome in American Psycho and that was great, but this is the movie that's a better take on a serial killer, an actual serial killer, because you don't know if he really killed people in American Psycho. This is a good take, and what happens in this movie is that William Hurt kind of plays like the evil voice in Kevin Costner's head. So he's not really there, but he's talking to him throughout all the movie, and the scenes that he's in are awesome, man. They're awesome, because Mr. Brooks, I totally recommend that you go out and check that out, because it ends cool too. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's take a look at the IMDb page here for him, and just celebrate some of his projects, guys. 1950 to 2022. A lot of people will recognize him for sure, and it's a bummer. Oh, Lost in Space. Yeah, that's got to be one up there for me. It's Lost in Space. I really liked that Lost in Space movie. It had Lacey Chabert in it. Who else? Graham. Black Widow. Yeah, so he was in recently the newer Black Widow movie. And you look at his resume here. 106 credits. So he's an accomplished actor. And I felt 71 is too young, guys. That's... it's a good life lived, but it's not. I feel like 71 is on the younger side of that for sure. But you look at this resume and some of the things that jump out at you. I want to know, you guys, what's one of your favorite William Hurt movies? Something that jumps out at you here. History of Violence there. The Village. He was in M. Night Shyamalan's Village. He was good in that too. He was really good in that. Let's just see what else is going on. AI. He was in AI. Okay, he was in that Dune miniseries. Lost City. He was in, Dark City. Let me pull that up. Dark City was like the Matrix before the Matrix in 1998. It was like this city where these people are changing the buildings around them and changing reality. It was really cool. Rufus Sewell was in it as the lead. Kiefer Sutherland was great. William Hurt was like this inspector guy. Jennifer Connelly. Great cast, and it's a great movie. That's got to be up there too, right, guys? Dark City for William Hurt. Yeah, that's wow, great. Okay, yeah. But what were you guys' favorite William Hurt movies? As I said, I think a lot of people recognized him as Thunderbolt Ross there in the MCU. William Hurt. Rest in peace. Moment of silence. Okay. Now then, let's just take a moment here to collect myself, as we're going to talk about the Critics' Choice and the BAFTAs. I'm drinking hot water. I'm trying to preserve my voice much these days, a lot, because I'm finding that I'm burning out. I'm doing vocal warm-ups now in the morning to prepare my voice, because I also do singing during the end of the day, and I might have to dial back on some of that stuff. I'll have to really reserve my voice, because I don't want to lose it. All right, guys, let's talk about the Critics' Choice Awards that came out yesterday. Now, guys, this is one of those things where I never watched it. I'm by now I'm already burnt out on all these award shows. So then when the Academy Awards come out in the next couple of weeks here, a week and a half, isn't it? No, 2 weeks. I just like, oof, yeah, I've had enough. But I'm not going to read you through the entire list here, because I know that some people out there are digging this stuff. Best Picture went to Power of the Dog. Best Actor, Will Smith. So it's like nothing really outstanding here that maybe you go, who? Jessica Chastain, Isa Tammy Faye, cool. Troy Kotzer. These are winners that have won in the SAGs and stuff like that. Ariana DeBose, Jude Hill, Belfast. Best Director, Jane Campion. Now, this is something that came up in this as well, and we got to address this. I guess in her speech there for the Critics' Choice, Jane Campion faces criticism for comments about Venus and Serena Williams during her awards speech. Well, what did she say? And is it really a big deal? I don't know. I don't know if it is. I feel like it wasn't that much. She did talk about what Sam Elliott said. So remember that story where Sam Elliott was saying it's not real cowboys and stuff like that. And he made some really bigoted comments, and she said back to him, sorry, he's being a bit of a bitch. He's not a cowboy, he's an actor. And okay. So she had her piece. She said her comments. But then she went on to talk about how, King Richard is about the Venus sisters and their father. She came up with a quote here saying, Venus and Serena were such marvels, she said, circling back to her earlier talking point. However, you don't play against the guys like I have to. You don't play against the guys like I have to. And a lot of people are going to get on this today, and they're going to be saying that they're going to try to spin it as her being a bigot, but I don't see how that is. Let's face it, Venus and Serena are champions in the tennis realm. They're going to be going down in the history books as some of the best players of all time. I didn't see anything in there. I didn't see anything in those comments from Jane Campion that could be twisted in a way that people would be like, ooh, yeah, she's a bigot. No, come on. I don't think there's really much there to elaborate on. I mean, it's just one of those things where you're just kind of like, that wasn't said very well. But let's move on. Yeah, kind of like, you know what? You just got to go past it. It's just like one of those realizations that, yeah, I'm fat, I'm ugly, and I'm never going to meet Taylor Swift. Okay, let's move on. All right, and that's how you should handle it, right? Just kind of push it aside and, yeah. All right, let's talk about the BAFTAs, and I'm going to transform this into something else because, once again, with these award shows, it's going to morph in. It's just we get inundated with this stuff, and it happened yesterday too. The British Academy of Film Awards, 75th. And shall we go through the winners here? Again, there's nothing really huge that jumps out at me. The Power of the Dog, Best Film, Rising Star Award, Lashana Lynch. Really, Rising Star Award, you give something for that. Best Director, Jane Campion. As I said, guys, hey, there's really nothing too surprising here. There really isn't. And this is the thing that I'm talking about, these awards. With the Academy Awards, we're so burnt out now. It's kind of like, how all of these small streams and such go into the lake and make it bigger, which would be the Academy Awards. It should be the opposite way around. The Academy Awards should be feeding off all of these little streams. They say, well, we're building up to the big show. We're all burnt out for the big show now. So that, let's just say, Power of the Dog does win at the Academies. It's kind of like, well, we saw that coming a mile away. So it's won all of these other awards. It's just, they have to move the Academies earlier in the year, and I think that'll be a big change. I hope they do it. But talking about the BAFTAs here, guys, let's go back to the BAFTAs. There were some awards presentations there from Millie Bobby Brown and Florence Pugh. And I'm a huge Millie Bobby Brown fan, as you know. So she went there with her current beau, that guy right there. That's the son of some musical singer. I forgot his name. Bon Jovi. That's Bon Jovi's son. Okay, and she's 18 there, and she looks great. And somebody said, I only mentioned her age there because people were getting on her in the Reddit forums saying that she looks like a 40-year-old woman. And I'm like, no. Millie Bobby Brown is awesome. She rocks, and she's one of those actresses you got to keep your eye on because she's going to be awesome going forward. She's producing her own stuff like the Enola Holmes series and such, and once the Stranger Things is done, I want to see her stretch herself as an actress going into more dramatic roles because you know that she can do it, but it's complaining that she looks too old, like a 40-year-old woman. No, guys, I don't know what you're talking about. She's 18, and I think the dress looked awesome. There she is with Florence Pugh. Great. And Florence Pugh is going to be our Princess Irulan in the Dune too. That's awesome. And I think they look fantastic. I think she looks fantastic. But people were ragging on Millie Bobby Brown in the Reddit forum, so I had to come to her defense today. I had to say that Millie Bobby Brown rocks. And guys, I'm looking forward to her work because I think she's going to do great things like Anya Taylor-Joy's doing. People are, to keep your eye on her. I think that's just the way that, that's what I took out of the BAFTAs. Just her and just, not in a creepy way, just cool way. I can't iterate that enough. Okay. Something else that people are complaining about, and it came out last week. Obi-Wan Kenobi came out last week, the trailer, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it would look cool, and it was. It felt good to go back to the time where Obi-Wan is going to go and face Vader again. We got all the quotes from Hayden Christensen, and then I saw this one video, and I kind of pulled back the curtain and saw there's people out there that hate it. And they call themselves so-called Star Wars fans. Star Wars fangirl. That'll give you a clue to where maybe this is coming from. They go on to complain about the Inquisitor here. They're saying, well, he doesn't look like the source material. The source material, he's got a thin face here. And this guy's got a fat head. Come on, Star Wars, you can do better. You're not paying tribute to the source material. I was like, guys, when he was flipping the saber there, and you can recognize him from his forehead marks, I was like, that looks cool. Obviously, they're not going to find somebody of the species to do it. Maybe they just didn't have the budget. Like the species that he plays, they definitely do have longer heads. And there's videos out there of people making these hate videos. This is like, what the heck is going on here? I was really shocked to learn about this, that people were ragging on it so much. Yeah, he looks cool there. It would have been nice if Jason Isaac, I guess he plays the voice of him, did it. But I mean, come on. As far as what we get here, people were complaining about the armor. I just like, come on, guys, come on. It's one of those things again. You just gotta put it down and say, it is what it is. I'm so excited for Obi-Wan, and I think it's going to be awesome. Keeping with the Star Wars theme here, did you like The Mandalorian? And you know The Mandalorian developed that new technology to shoot on. Well, apparently Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be using that as well. Ant-Man 3 used Mandalorian VFX tech for a complicated action scene with the Wasp. And cool, I like Evangeline Lilly. That's one of the main reasons why I still watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, simply for her. He described it as a living green screen for Ant-Man 3. Now, it's not really. It's that you all should get to see the projected images here, but let's just see what this sequence was. There was a complicated running sequence where the Wasp, very small, she flies around, she's going through the forest, and the camera's moving with her, and it tracks on the screen. So it's just kind of looks like a legitimate shot from the movie. And it's very jarring to have this gigantic screen moving like a camera. So the screen moved around her as she's doing all of these small flying through the forest and stuff. And that sounds cool, man. That sounds really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania comes out July 28th, 2023. So they're tapping into the developed technologies from The Mandalorian. And I think it works. Some people, once again, are complaining that they're using that technology too much in Book of Boba Fett. But I still think it looks great. I think it looks great. And I'll be looking forward to Ant-Man and the Wasp's Quantumania. If you are, let me know in the comments below. All right, let's talk about Jared Leto and Morbius. Because Jared Leto responds to Tom Holland's Spider-Man Morbius cameo question. Well, we all know that we saw Spider-Man on some graffiti in the wall in the back of an alleyway in the trailers. So Jared Leto's been fielding questions about this. Is he or isn't he going to be in the movie? He's got a quote here that we might as well take a look at. I'll tell you, I would love to get in the ring with Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland is amazing, and we'd make quite a dynamic duo. Okay, well, that's it. Is that all you got to tell me? I was hoping for something a little bit more substantial. But we know that Morbius does take place in the Tom Holland universe because obviously Vulture is going to be in there, Michael Keaton. So they're going to team up and hopefully go towards the Sinister Six. Now, I only bring this up because we talked earlier about the box office. April 1st is when this new Jared Leto Morbius movie comes up. So, guys, that's just really a couple of weeks away now. And that'll be something that'll knock Batman off of its pedestal for sure if The Lost City with Sandra Bullock doesn't do it. But he talks about the cameo in there. Who knows if Tom Holland filmed a small cameo? I think he might have. Maybe a post-credit scene, hopefully, that'll show where the Morbius... Here's what I want from the Morbius movie. I don't need it to set up a franchise like a trilogy of movies about Morbius. I just want a solo movie, and then I want to see how he interacts with Spider-Man. That's what I want to see from it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you are wanting to see more Morbius movies and see how he ties in with Spider-Man. Okay. Now then. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comes out April 8th. April 8th, so just a week after Morbius comes out, comes this new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And I'm not going to do a trailer reaction to this because I watched it, and guys, it doesn't really show too much more, but we will take a look at some of the screenshots for this final trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog, and official trailer. Now, it doesn't show too much more than what the... well, actually, it does, kind of. It shows him fighting with Knuckles quite a bit. So it's one of those things where I didn't really want to get too spoiled. The only thing that I noticed in this one is that he's really looking cartoony. He's really looking cartoony in this new one. And actually, so do the landscapes. But, it's getting into the more fantastical realm of stuff. Jim Carrey is back as Robotnik. He looks great. And he has the same kind of Jim Carrey mannerisms. And it looks like he's once again probably going to steal the show. But I like the levity of it. I like the comedy. Tails and him go on a mission of some kind. And it looks like it's going to be a fun ride because I really enjoyed the first Sonic movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. And taking my niece to it, going to see this one is high on my list. I like this trailer, the final Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. And it looks like he's going to go up against a big kind of mech of some kind. Yeah, that'll look cool. But then again, here at the end, it shows him facing off against Knuckles. And then you get to learn that, he's definitely much faster, and he's going to use those speedy reflexes of his to not get hit by him. And I like the trailer, guys. So if you like the Sonic movie, if you like the second trailer there, let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking forward to April 8th, you can get your tickets now. I think that's going to really put Morbius for a run at its money when that comes out, because Morbius might only have 1 week as number one now, because Sonic 2 is going to have a wider audience, I think, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. Okay. Okay. Is this the final story of the day? No, it's not. Deadpool 3 is confirmed. Guys, it's confirmed that Sean Levy is going to be directing Deadpool 3. Now, this is a story that broke on Friday that they were in talks, and the speculation was it going to be Deadpool 3? Well, Ryan Reynolds has come out and taken to his social medias to confirm it, saying it's true. It's all true. The third film in my Sean Levy trilogy will be a tad more stabby. That's confirmation by Ryan Reynolds himself that he will be directing, confirmed by multiple sources, Deadpool 3. So Sean Levy obviously worked with Ryan Reynolds in Free Guy, and he just did The Adam Project, which was on Netflix, guys. Go check that out. Also did a live watch along with that. That's up on the channel now. I'll leave a link to that up in the cards above. And it's confirmed. Deadpool 3. Cool. That's good. Now, will it be rated R? I don't know. I know they'll definitely be pushing for that. But was Deadpool 2 rated R? I don't know if it was. But I'm glad, because they're a good pairing, guys. They are a good pairing. Updated March 11th from Deadpool 3 will reunite Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy. And that's a good combination because Free Guy was fun. And as I said, the Adam Project was pretty cool too. So to see these two guys working together again, I think that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There's really not much more to say other than they got to develop the script still. I think they have some idea of what the script sort of is going to be, but it's still in the early development phases, guys. Release date for Deadpool 3 is yet to be announced, obviously. But now that we got a director and we got Ryan Reynolds obviously coming back, that's great. They're going to be able to close off that trilogy. Maybe not even close it off. They'll be able to keep on going with it. I think that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay. And that'll be everybody's big headline. Final story of the day. HBO Max and Discovery Plus will be combined into one platform. Now, if you have HBO Max, don't worry. You're going to get a bunch more stuff with Discovery Plus. Discovery Plus and Warner Bros. Media will be merged into one service rather than the two platforms as a bundle. And you know what? That's good. I'm just kind of one of these people that are like, you got Hulu, you got Roku, you got HBO Max, you got Crave, and because I'm in Canada, you got all of these things split up into different things, and it's kind of like, how many Shudder, how many things do you have to pay for? I mean, I'm glad that it's going to get merged. I'm glad. So then the HBO Max stuff is Crave up here. That'll get shifted around. It's not a huge story, and it's not much. I just wanted to highlight that HBO Max and Discovery will become one movie. All right, let's see how much time we are logging at for today's show, guys. If you have anything that you want me to highlight, let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Just got to see how much time we're running at here. 31 minutes. Okay. Fuzz Aldrin in live chat says, Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds are movie gold. Indeed. Absolutely indeed. Agreed. 100%. All right. Do I want to show you this picture of Elizabeth Olsen, Multiverse of Madness, new image? Yes. Cool. That's cool. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it. As I said, my voice is getting... I really got to protect my voice because I'm going to be doing a lot more shows this week. We're going to do a lot more watch-alongs. Now, I haven't been able to decide exactly what time of the day I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do more watch-alongs this week. I may get into the new Vikings. I may start the Vikings Valhalla series. I don't know if I have to watch Vikings first before I watch that. I don't know, because it's trending on Netflix and I want to check it out. I might actually go back and do that Arcane. I might do that. But obviously, I do want to do some more movies because those were where people are interested in watching. So I'll be doing a more full-length commentaries here this week, and I haven't decided the schedule. So I'm sorry that it's not going to be announced. Eventually, it'll evolve into a schedule where I'll announce what I'm going to be watching that week. Survivor was going to be on Wednesday, so and again, it's one of those things. I'll always be doing the live show here daily, 12 p.m. During the week. But on top of that, we're going to do some watch-alongs and such. So pay attention to that, and I can't wait for that. As I said, there below are all the social media handles that you can find me on. And that's the way that the money has been. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about some of these stories, and we'll talk about it. See you tomorrow, guys.